And we've got us a new president, a new election. Don't get too excited. We'll just see what happens. We don't know. Lord, we just don't know. We've got a good turnout here. Musicians today that's come out to help put this event together and do some performing for you. Some of them couldn't be here that were scheduled to be here. But things happen and life goes on. So I know you're going to enjoy the ones that we got here. And I think we're needing to do a sound check on a couple of them over there. Curtis, y'all need to get up here and get a sound check going on. And we're going to get them going underway here in just a few minutes.
Is it time?
Yeah, it's getting that way. Getting down there. Time goes on by. How many of y'all ever been to Polk County? There you go. You know, when you see dead armadillos in the middle of the road with yellow lines painted over them, you know that you're getting into Polk County. That's a height of ambition. Why they can't get out and drag them things out of the way. And no, they'll just paint right over them and go right on. Them old buzzards, you know, we ain't got buzzards like we used to have. Man, back in the days when the screwworms were around, when I was a youngin' coming up, whoo, you know, the sky'd be black with buzzards. We don't have them anymore. I guess their food supply went away. But I ain't sad to see them old screwworms gone either. Man, you know, I used to work with my daddy. Get up before daylight and ride them old stinking horses and have them old dogs. And I never did care for it. I can still smell that old screwworm medicine. It just wasn't a whole lot of fun. I wanted to go off and play music. My daddy, he wasn't big on that. You know, one time I had a cousin lived up in St. Augustine. Now, he was my first cousin, but he was way older than I was. And my sister told me that he knew some family history that I was trying to research, and I called him. It took me a good 10 minutes to make him understand who I was, and he finally figured, oh, yeah, I know you now. You Uncle Fid's little boy. And I said, yeah. So he wouldn't tell me what I wanted to know. And so I was trying to be friendly with him. I said, well, Stevie, me and my wife are going to be up in St. Augustine in a couple of weeks. Maybe we stop by and visit with you a little bit. He said, why are you coming to St. Augustine? I said, well, we play music, you know, and we're going to be doing a folk festival up there with Gamble Rogers. He said, yeah, I heard that. I hoped it wasn't so, but you can't expect everybody in the family to turn out good. And, you know, they just, music playing was not something that you wanted to do, unless you were doing it in church. Now, if you did that, then you were all right. If you didn't, you were going straight to hell.
All that was for our benefit?
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate that.
This is Curtis and Ingrid, and they call it their group the In Good Company. And
isn't that a nice name?
It is.
Yeah. It's because we're in good company. See?
Well, you are, and I'll tell you what, it's such an honor to have y'all here.
It's an honor to be here, Frank. We appreciate it very much.
I'll tell you what, Ingrid's just as pretty as a birthday cake, all decorated up with candles on it.
She married me, you know.
I know she did, I know.
She's pretty, but her eyesight ain't real good.
You lucky scoundrel. I think y'all got it where you're ready to go.
I hear sounds.
I think they're going to do one of my tunes here.
We're going to give it a shot.
Earlier or later or something. Anyway, y'all give it up and show them a big welcome here for Curtis and Ingrid in good company.
Thank you, Frank. We're happy to be here.
We're going to pass the guitar back and forth.
We'll try not to pass it back and forth right in the middle of the song, though. We'll do a song and then maybe we'll pass it back and forth. Well, because she's going to. We can only afford one, so no. Because when we switch off and.
I can't play flute and guitar at the same time, so
Well, now y'all figure out a way to do that. As long as you don't put a capo on it, you can use mine.
Y'all see when she capos that flute. That's a sight.
Yeah, that would be a sight.
Start with a sound check. Are you happy, Patrick? I always tell friends of mine, fellow musicians, don't be tempted to play a song that you've just learned when you're going to go perform somewhere. You're very tempted to do that. You're excited. You've just learned a song. And so I tell people not to do that. And so that's exactly what we're going to do with our first two songs. We've just learned them. We're kind of just in the process of learning them. But y'all look pretty friendly, so we'll give it a shot.
we're going to do the new ones first.
We're going to get them out of the way because I don't want to think about them anymore. I want to get them done with and be done with them. We were at a show a couple weeks ago, and it was out at the farm, and Ingrid and I were sitting down in the front row, and there's this fella up on the stage. And he's playing away, and he stops dead in the middle of a song. He looks down, he says, "Ingrid, I think you all ought to do this song." And he goes on and plays, and he finishes up the song. And I smiled, and I thought it was very nice, and I didn't think much of it. And later on that night, we was leaving, and I look over in the car, and the fellow's about to pull out, and I hadn't spoke to him. I went up, and I said goodnight to him, and he looked up out of the window of the car. He said, "Curtis, I was serious when I said y'all ought to do that song." So we're going to give it a shot. I think you might figure out who the fella is here in a minute. You're a beautiful woman, that's easy to see. Your skin's so fair, your long hair's flowing free. Your smile would bring out the flowers in spring, but that ain't the reason I love you, sweet thing. I catch biggest alligator out of Lake Okeechobee. I ride him like a horse all the way to Micanopy. I drag a polecat from an old holler log, roll on my back like a flea-bitten dog for a big old pan of your buttermilk biscuits. Here it comes. You got an hourglass figure and your legs is real shapely. I ain't seen none compares with them lately. Then I skipped a whole verse, didn't I? Most folks would say that's how I. Most folks would say that's how I got hooked. But you know I fell for the way that you cook hot biscuits. There was a second verse that I missed. So keep it going with the verses. I catch the biggest alligator out of Lake Okeechobee. I ride him like a horse all the way to Micanopy. I drag a polecat from an old holler log, roll on my back like a flea-bitten dog for a big old pan of your buttermilk biscuits. Now this women's liberation's even better than it seems, while you're learning to do all kinds of smart things. So when your oven gets broke, well, you'll know how to fix it and keep on cooking those big cat head biscuits. I catch the biggest alligator out of Lake Okeechobee, ride him like a horse all the way to Micanopy. I drag a polecat from an old holler log, roll on my back like a flea-bitten dog for a big old pan of your buttermilk biscuits.
Now just continue on there for a second. I got a little bit to say. We live in the woods, though I like the town. Whenever I need him, he's never around. Got a house full of critters, a yard full of dogs. On our last day together, we butchered 2 hogs, horse biscuits. You and I have been married for ever so long. I learned to pick bass and I wrote all your songs. You're a pretty good fella and I won't do you wrong. Them biscuits has come from a can all along. Canned biscuits.
Ready?
Catch the biggest alligator out of Lake Okeechobee and ride him on your head all the way to Micanopy. Drag a polecat from an old holler log. You roll on your back, you're a sorry old dog. Then I'll bake you some buttermilk biscuits.
All right, everybody help us out. I catch the biggest alligator out of Lake Okeechobee, ride him like a horse all the way to Micanopy. I drag a polecat from an old holler log, roll on my back like a flea-bitten dog for a big old pan of your buttermilk biscuits. Thank you, Frank, for putting up with that. We will go home and practice, I promise.
Any of my songs anytime you want.
Oh, we appreciate that very much.
It was much better over there under the tree.
Imagine that. All right, let's try and play one we know.
We'll do the other one we were trying.
Well, I have to switch off on bass, so let's do one we know first. So we wrote a couple. The first song we did not write. We can't remember who wrote it, but some feller somewhere in time somewhere wrote that song. I got no idea who might have wrote it. I've been to the mountains where the howling wind blows. I've been way up north in the cold and the snow. I've been out west. I've seen the big sky. Been on the high plains, the hot desert dry. But when I see that old moss waving in the breeze, hanging from the limbs of the live oak trees, I know that I'm home and where I should be, in the land of the flowers by the sea, by the sea, in the land of the flowers by the sea. I've been to California watching the big waves roll in. I've seen the biggest trees that ever have been. But I'm headed back south where the warm Gulf breeze blows. When I get close, here's how I'll know. I'll see that old moss waving in the breeze, hanging from the limbs of the live oak trees. I know that I'm home and where I should be, in the land of the flowers by the sea, by the sea, in the land of the flowers by the sea. I've rambled all around this big country. I've even traveled across the sea. But I know where home is and where you'll find me. It's where the Rainbow River joins the Withlacoochee. It's where that old moss is waving in the breeze, hanging from the limbs of the live oak trees. I know that I'm home and where I should be, In the land of the flowers by the sea, by the sea. In the land of the flowers by the sea. No matter how far long I roam, there's only one place my heart is at home. Where a princess lives in a cottage on a street, in the little town where two rivers meet. It's where that old moss is waving in the breeze, hanging from the limbs of the live oak trees. I know that I'm home and where I should be, in the land of the flowers by the sea, by the sea. In the land of the flowers by the sea. In the land of the flowers by the sea, by the sea. In the land of the flowers by the sea. Thank you all very much. Life flows easy down the Peace. Dip your paddle and find relief. Let your thoughts eddy round all your troubled seas. Life flows easy down the Peace. Give to the river and cleanse your soul. Right your wrongs as you go. Give up your worries, it's all good. Start living your life as you should. Peace River, take me home. Peace River, take me home. Take me home where I can be, where life makes sense to me. Now life ain't so complicated. It's all about what you make it. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Give yourself a break and float on down the Peace. Peace River, take me home. Peace River, take me home. Take me home where I can be, where life makes sense to me. Salford Garden is a paradise. Swim with the gators, enjoy your life. This is the Florida that few people see. Come see the real thing and float on down the Peace. Peace River, take me home. Peace River, take me home. Take me home where I can be, where life makes sense to me. Life flows easy down the Peace. Thank you.
Both of those last two were Curtis Schaper originals.
Thanks. Do you have any idea?
I don't know. Timekeeper is over there.
It's 10:40.
Because I got a feeling we're taking up more time than we think.
10:40.
10:40.
Okay, you got 2 hours left.
2 hours.
2.5.
We're going to next do a song written by Don Grooms, who wrote lots of great songs and is no longer with us, and we're trying to keep his music alive. Twist it up and chord it.
Yeah, the bass is a lot stronger than that.
It's all right. Hey, I'll take it down here. Good. How's that? Better?
So this is a song called Walk Proud, My Son. Don Grooms grew up in a very large family in the hills of North Carolina. His mother raised 7 children, of which he was the last, on $12.50 a month. So as you might imagine, they learned to conserve. And the song is called Walk Proud, My Son. I think it's a lesson I wish some of our young people could learn nowadays.
Use it up, wear it out, make it do without. We can't pay for the things you want to buy. Wear your old faded jeans, they are patched but they are clean. Walk proud, my son, and hold your head up high.
Grew up way back in the hills with the bears and the whippoorwills. Closest store was 35 miles away. Now I am a full-grown man. If I close my eyes, I can hear the words my mother used to say.
Use it up, wear it out, make it do without. We can't pay for the things you want to buy. Wear your old faded jeans, they are patched but they are clean. Walk proud, my son, and hold your head up high.
Now I've got a son of my own. He's even got his own telephone. Seems like I buy him something every day. He's got everything money can buy, and it makes me want to cry, 'cause I know he'll never hear his mother say.
Sing with us. Use it up, wear it out, make it do without. We can't pay for the things you want to buy. Wear your old faded jeans, they are patched but they are clean. Walk proud, my son, and hold your head up high.
Use it
Up, wear it out, make it do without. We can't pay for the things you want to buy. Wear your old faded jeans, they are patched but they are clean. Walk proud, my son, and hold your head up high. Walk proud, my son, and hold your head up high. All right. Thank y'all. Wherever you feel like.
Let's do our Barberville song.
All right.
There's a very cool project that was started in recent months to be a fundraising project for the Barberville Pioneer Art Settlement up in the Ocala National Forest. It's a way cool place that's saved a lot of historical buildings and brought them all to one location. And a bunch of songwriters around Florida were kind of commissioned to write a song about one of the buildings there in the complex. And we were assigned to the Potter's Shed, which didn't have a lot of history and a lot of story we needed to tell or whatever, so we got to make up our own story about the lady who was the potter, and it's called The Potter's Hands. She spent her life in service to her family and friends, making things that they could use with her potter's hands. My grandma was a potter, thought that this was hard for her, working the clay all day. She said, work isn't work when you love what you do. Follow a dream that you love, let it grow to come true. Like grandma, my dreams are in the clay, in the things I make. I do it all for others, I give it all away. Because love isn't love till you give it away. She spent her time in the pottery shed, shaping the clay. There was love in every piece she made, working every day. A butter churn for Alice, a moonshine jug for Wayne, pots and balls for the newlyweds just moving down the lane. She said, work isn't work when you love what you do. Follow a dream that you love, let it grow to come true. Like grandma, my dreams are in the clay, in the things I make. I do it all for others, I give it all away. Because love isn't love till you give it away. Now on the wheel I throw, in the kiln I fight. Though the work is hard and hard, I feel the joy to not tired. I feel the joy in knowing my works are spread throughout the land. I give these things to you with love from the potter's hands. Because work isn't work when you love what you do. Follow a dream that you love, let it grow to come true. Like grandma, my dreams are in the clay, in the things I make. I do it all for others, I give it all away. Because love isn't love till you give it away. Because love isn't love till you give it away.
All right.
Thank you.
I like that. Ingrid wrote that song. We got a call on the phone, and the lady asked us to write a song real quick. And Ingrid said, well, I don't write songs. We'll ask Curtis. I said, we'll do fine. And Ingrid wrote most of that on her own. I just think it came out real nice. I'm real happy with it. I'm a little bit biased, but I think it turned out real nice.
We liked it too. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Tell them about it.
This next song was written by a good friend and a fine songwriter from St. Augustine named Bob Patterson. He's written many, many wonderful songs, and this is one of my favorite ones that he does. It's called Lullaby of the Rivers. Honors the many rivers of Florida with Indian names. So it's a bit of a tongue twister, but if you know it, you can sing along. I'd go back 100 years to a place where I could listen to the lullaby of the rivers, and then there will arise out of the waters Indian spirits to tell me how they got their names and sing the lullaby of the rivers. Oklawaha, Ichtatutney, you can find her with the coochie. Apalachicola, Wakala, Wassisopocilla. Colors Sahachi, Kissimmee, Haklakni, Choctawhatchee, the Kalahatchee and the Swanee are singing the lullaby of the rivers. If you have ears enough to listen, you can hear hear what they are saying. You can hear them all singing the lullaby of the rivers. The moving water makes the music. The pureness creates the healing. The reflections give up the secrets of the lullaby of the rivers. Aklawaha Ichitakmi, you can find her with the coochie. Apalachicola Wakala, Wasisa Osila, Kalusahachi Kasemu, Aklakni Choktahachi, the Kalahachi and the Swanee are singing the lullaby of the rivers. There are those who came before us to this land they called Blackwater. Knew their lives were mirrored so completely in the water. Our rivers are singing that story, full of mystery and wildness. Our lives forever flowing to the lullaby of the rivers. Akawaha Ichitakni, you can find her with the coochie. Apalachicola Wakala, Wasisa Osila, Kalusahachi Kisemu, Aklakni Choktahachi, the Kalahachi and the Swanee are singing the lullaby of the rivers. Alabaya Homosassa, Alapaha Kokahachi, with the Chaskati Chipola, Sapchapi Wikaiva, Polatlakaha Estera, Steen Hachi Tolamato, Jasowitska and Mayaka are singing the lullaby of the river. Aklawaha Ichitakni, you can find her with the coochie. Apalachicola Wakala, Wasisa Osila, Kalusahachi Kasemu, Aklakni Choktahachi, the Kalahachi and the Swanee are singing the lullaby of the river. Thank you. Such a pretty song. This one's in G.
Hurry, take that thing off so Frank don't see it. Get rid of that thing. There we go. I won't say that I was looking at some photographs not too long ago, and I think, you know, they have that Photoshop where they can change pictures, and somebody must have used that, because I saw a picture of Frank Thomas holding a guitar with a capo on it, and so it had to have been Photoshopped. I think someone played a dirty trick on him, is what they done. You ready? In the summer sun, in 1981, the day was long till I heard the song whistle like the wind. I was standing there, just was flying through the air, like days before when we believed in things we couldn't see. Oh, my red wing, take me softly to my home now, to my family. Oh, my red wing, hold me closely, take me under the brighter sun. When the day is done and another night has come, I'll rest my wearied bones and pray the bird I loved hasn't flown away. And I will call again up to my my kindest friend. The ground below will be set free, and with my love I'll be. Oh, my red wing, take me softly to my home now, to my family. Oh, my red wing, hold me closely, take me under the brightest sun. Money she has none, she was never won by metal wings or death machines or anything between. When my time has come and all my days are done, if heaven waits, we'll breach the gates, on her wings we'll be borne. Oh, my red wing, take me softly to my home now, to my family. Oh, my red wing, hold me closely, take me under the brighter sun. Oh, my red wing, take me softly to my home now, to my family. Oh, my red wing, hold me closely, take me under the setting sun. Thank you all very much. I don't know where Pat is. Do you want one more, Pat?
Emmett is next.
Looks like we got Emma Carlisle coming up next, but we'll do one more while Pat's coming up. I've gotten bigger or your strap's gotten smaller. It's hard for me to get in there. Get me all dressed up, honey. All right. So I think for the last one, we've played a lot of songs that maybe you've never heard before or not heard much of. So for the last one, we'll sing one that probably a lot of people have heard before. And, maybe you'll all sing along with us because I like to sing, and I just assume other people like to sing too.
Sing.
And this was written by a Florida songwriter who actually had some fame, John Anderson. We hope you like Seminole Wind.
Ever since the days of old, men have searched for wealth untold. They dig for silver and for gold and leave the empty holes. Way down south in the Everglades, where the black water rolls and the sawgrass waves, eagles fly and the otters play in the land of the Seminole. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long-lost friend, 'cause I know who you are. Blow, blow from the Okeechobee, all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator and the gar. Progress came and took its toll, and in the name of flood control, they made the plans and they drained the land. Now the glades are going dry. Last time I walked in the swamp, I sat upon a cypress stump. I listened close and I heard the ghost of Osceola crying. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long-lost friend, 'cause I know who you are. Blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator and the gar. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long-lost friend, 'cause I know who you are. Blow, blow across the Okeechobee all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator and the gar. Thank you all very much. We're Ingrid and Curtis in good company. And I just want to say, when we first started our set, Frank was sitting up here in the chair with us when we were playing, and it was a very cool feeling because it felt like we were just on his front porch at his house, and I just think that's cool when he sits up here on the stage while you're playing. Thank you for having us, Frank, very much.
Thank you, Curtis and Ingrid. Y'all do a great job. Y'all doing that song there of John's. That's one of the few songs that he actually wrote without a co-writer. That was old John Anderson riding along in the back seat of the car as he passed through the Paynes Prairie area out there as he was going down to see his grandmama for the last time before she died. And he was thinking about that, I guess, and he asked Charlotte, his sister, who was in the car, said, "Hey, did Will McLean ever write anything about the hurricanes here other than the song about Lake Okeechobee?" She said, "No, I don't think so." So John got to thinking about it, and when they got to where they were going, he'd come up with Seminole Wind, which is his hurricane song.